Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Glass of Lemonade, which is arguably very much not daily at the moment, but hopefully still delicious. Today I wanted to talk to you about the feelings of anger, the use of the word hate, the divisiveness, the angst that so many people are expressing, showing, feeling. I know I am not alone in the fact that I've heard and thought things that I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I think so negatively about that? Or why do I feel angry about that person or that moment? It's happening all the time right now because so many of us feel like we don't have control. Anger and hate are things that come, if you were to look at it, like, why am I angry? Like, what is the thing I'm angry at? What is the person or the thing that I use hate towards in my head? I'm not saying you say it out loud. It's usually somebody that you feel is acting in control or taking your control away, and it's happening all the time right now. I don't need to point out the moments of like not being able to go outside, having to wear a mask, not being able to do the things we used to do, and we start projecting that anger and hate out into the world because we've lost control. We feel like we have. And there are a lot of news sources and publications and channels and politicians in particular that are feeding off the fact that right now we all feel like we don't have any control, and it's making us angry, and it's making us put ourselves up against others that are the wrong people to be angry and hateful towards. The whole othering is being caused by the fact that we don't have control. They look like they're in control. I need to hate them. No, you don't. What you need to do is focus on getting your sense of control back. There is a psychological term called the locus of control. Somebody either has an internal locus of control or they have an external locus of control, and they're high or low. People that have a high level of internal locus of control tend to think that they can influence things, or something that they do will matter, or that they have a say in the way their world and life looks. People with a really strong external locus of control feel the opposite. That's the people that are like, well, that's just the way the world is. That's the way the media is. There's nothing I can do about it. These decisions are made for us. Or my favorite, not, it is what it is. People that are always saying, oh, well, it is what it is, are super high in external locus of control. And right now, we're all kind of having to be pushed into that way if we want to feel comfortable, right? Well, if I just say, but that's just the way that the world works, or there's nothing I can do about it, I have to feel crappy right now because we're in coronavirus mode. No, you don't, and people want you to. So I'm asking you, please gain back some of your locus of control, for your internal locus of control. Gain back some of your power, because people are trying to take it away from you so that you'll just do what the world is meant to. No, you can step up. And some people believe that you either are born one way or the other. That's also not true. There are ways that you can develop your locus of control, and as you develop your internal locus of control, you will feel happier, you'll feel more positive, you will have more impact, and you will feel calmer, and you will feel less angry, and you will feel less hateful because you are in control. It doesn't take much to do this. There's two particular ways that you can develop this internal locus of control besides turning off the media and not listening to them about what they're trying to tell you. That might be the first. But the first thing, and this is something for parents or anyone that's around someone that seems to be pretty upset right now or depressed, the first thing is to give choices, to realize that you have a choice. Whenever you're feeling about like tiny little things, they don't have to be related to the thing you're angry about. In the morning, see that you have a choice about your breakfast. If you're working on something and you're like, oh, I've got to work on that and I've got to work on that, celebrate the fact that you have a choice about what you're doing and make that choice mindfully. Be like, I'm going to make this choice because it's going to make me feel better. And just be aware of all the times in your day that you have choice. And if you are looking after someone that's feeling depressed, or you're around someone, give Give them choices. You could literally be like, hey, do you want chicken or fish for dinner? That is going to improve and change their internal locus of control. It's that simple. The other thing you can do is take little actions. Again, doesn't have to be related at all to the thing that you're angry about. You could literally be like, okay, what can I gain control of? Well, I could take this little action. I could clean my room, or I could write back to that email, or I could cook myself dinner. These little actions where you're like, I'm gonna do this for me to prove the message is wrong, that we can't do anything right now, there's nothing I can do to change my situation. If you just take a step of trust and be like, what if I did start doing a few things for me? If I take little actions and I celebrate my little choices, your internal locus of control will start building up. There are things right now that you do not have control of, but the world cannot tell you that you can't have control of your life, because you can. You can control whether you increase your internal locus of control. Haha, easy. So make choices and celebrate your choices, and take a few little actions every day just to prove those voices wrong. We do have control. We are in charge of our own life, and nobody can take that away from you. I hope that this helps you feel less of those negative feelings, because the science proves that it does. Let's get going. Thanks, guys. I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to hear about how you've started making choices and taking actions. See you soon.